back to my channel and welcome to today's video. Today's video is going to be my September new releases. This is going to be a really long video, I will warn you now, so I would recommend going and getting a drink and a snack because this one's going to be long. I think it's 56 books on this list to talk about. Now, am I going to read all 56 in this month? No. Am I going to read them all before the end of the year? Probably not. But these are the ones I have seen that are coming out that I'm interested in. Some of them I will get to quicker than others. Some I might not ever get to, but these are the ones I'm interested in. I just want to run through this list with you, and if you've got anything that you're excited for in September that I missed from this list, then please let me know if you think I need to check them out. So let's jump into this list. So first book I have on here is A Land So Wide by Erin A. Craig. This one I don't know too much about, but I read from Erin A. Craig for the first time earlier this year, and I was interested enough, I enjoyed that book enough to kind of check out more from her. This one is her adult debut, and it says it's her adult debut, and it's a deeply atmospheric and profoundly romantic exploration of freedom versus security, a stunning celebration of one of women's relentless bravery on a quest to reclaim her lost love and seize her own future. So I'm not going to go into too much detail about the plots for all of these books because I like to go in knowing not very much, but I'll kind of give you kind of brief details about it. So I'm interested to check out this one. As I say, I read from this author earlier in the year and liked her writing style, so I'm interested to check out her new book. Then we have We Met Like This by Casey West. So this is another author who previously exclusively wrote young adult books and is dabbling in the adult genre. A lot of authors are doing this. Erin A. Craig, obviously, that I just mentioned, she's done that, and there's other authors later in the year, Stephanie Perkins, who is bringing out an adult book as well. So this is a adult rom-com about a hopeless romantic falling for the one man she never expected. Can a swipe right turn into swept away is the tagline. So I'm looking forward to checking out this one. The cover for this is really pretty as well. And yeah, I don't know too much about it. I've only read, I think, one Casey West book, but because I kind of discovered her books as I was kind of growing out of the young adult genre. I do still occasionally read young adult books, but more young adult fantasy rather than young adult contemporary romances, and so I haven't read a ton from her, but I'm interested in enough to want to check this one out. Then we have If It Makes You Happy by Julie Olivia. This one has such a cute fall autumn cover, and I just knew I had to pick this one up because I just fell for the cover. And it says, my new next door neighbour seems to have everything figured out. Small town golden boy, check. Single dad extraordinaire, check. Hot baker forearms, I didn't notice them, I swear. I, on the other hand, don't at all have anything figured out. So it sounds like it's going to be a small town, single dad romance and a neighbour romance. And if you don't know anything about me, I love the small town romances, single dad trope. I love that. I can't wait to pick this one up. The cover, as I say, really sold it for me, and I'm very excited to pick this one up. Then we have The Gingerbread Bakery by Laurie Gilmore. This is book 5 in the Dream Harbour series. I've been really enjoying this series. This series is a small town romance series. They are some of them are more spicy than others, but it is a spicy series, and the covers for this series are amazing. The Works are going to be doing a sprayed edge edition of this book, which I can't wait to pick up. And I don't know what the tropes are for this one, but I am excited for it. And it sounds like it's going to feature all of the, we're going to see some of the other characters as well. It's Enemies to Lovers, I think, by the looks of it. The whole of Dream Harbour come together to celebrate the wedding of the year. With the snow falling around them, can Annie and Mac put aside their dislike for each other just long enough for the I do's, or is that one request too far? Enemies to lovers dynamic, small town romance, found family, small town, forced proximity are the tropes listed. So really looking forward to this one. The cover is stunning. I can't wait. Then we have People Watching by Hannah Bonham Young. This again is another really pretty cover. This one has definite autumn vibes going on the cover. And this one is, I think, going to be a standalone. It doesn't say that it's going to be part of a series. But again, it's another small town romance series, and I cannot wait for that. I love the small town romances, and Hannah Bonham Young's books are always a lot of fun. Then we have Princess of Blood by Sarah Hawley. This is book 2 in the Shards of Magic series. So if you've been watching my channel, you will know that I read The Servant of Earth earlier this year. I can't remember what month, but I read it fairly recently, and it is a fantasy romance series which I was really impressed with the first book. So definitely can't wait to pick up this one. I'm not going to give too much away about the plot for this one because it's obviously a sequel, but I'm looking forward to it, and I've already got my copy on hold at the library. Then we have Road Trip with a Vampire by Jenna Levine. This is book 3 in my Vampires series. So I have read the previous books in this series, and whilst they're not necessarily my favourite books, they are quite fun. I love vampire books. They are one of my favourite things. And this is, I think, about a witch and a vampire, if I'm just going by the cover, which I love witchy romances. I love vampire romances. The two mesh together. It sounds perfect. The covers for this series have been really great as well. They've kind of got that kind of cartoon style, which I really love, and I think this cover is really pretty. I think this one might be my favourite cover from the series so far. The style on this one is a little bit different to the previous ones, but is still kind of in keeping, and yeah, I can't wait to pick this one up. Then we have Wildcard by Elsie Silver. This is book 4 in the Rose Hill series. I am not up to date with this series. I still need to read Wildside, which came out earlier this year. But I do still want to pick up this one, and I do have my copy pre-ordered from W.H. Smith, or T.G. Jones as they're now called, which is the foil cover. I can't wait to pick that one up. And this is an ex-boyfriend's dad romance, which I haven't read too many of those, but that trope is really interesting to me, so I'm looking forward to checking that one out. And I love the cover for this one. It's purple, and I can't wait to have this one. Then we have Wild Reverence by Rebecca Ross. This is book 1 in the Letters of Enchantment. Oh no, it's not book 1, sorry. It's part of the Letters of Enchantment series, which is the Divine Rivals duet. I think this is some sort of like prequel or something, which is interesting. I've read the first book in that series. I need to read Ruthless Vows, and obviously I need to read that before this one comes out, but I love the cover for this one, and I'm definitely intrigued. I'm not sure if you need to have read Divine Rivals before picking this one up, or if you can go in starting this one. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm looking forward to picking that one up nonetheless. Then we have Picture Perfect by Tessa Bailey, and this is book 4 in the Big Shot series. So I have mixed feelings about Tessa Bailey's books. Some of them I've really liked, and some of them I've really not liked. I have read the book 1 and 3 in this series. I've not read book 2 yet. Book 1 I gave 4 stars to. Book 3, I really didn't like and gave 2 stars. So I'm not sure how I'm going to feel about this one, but it is her sports romance series that she's writing. And this, it says, it's going to be an enemies to lovers fake dating hockey romance. And so I'm excited to check this one out. I've been really enjoying sports romances, so we'll see how we get on with that. Then we have Holly by Adeline Grace, which is a belladonna novella. So I have already read the belladonna trilogy. I had a really great time reading it. And this, I think, takes place after the third book, which is Wisteria, because it says it's 3.5 on Goodreads, and I don't know too much about the plot of this. It says it's a novella, but I believe it's 384 pages, so although it's marketed as a novella, it's a full-length book, so I'm excited for this one. The cover for this is stunning. The whole series has really stunning covers. I don't actually own any of the books, unfortunately, but this one I do have on pre-order, so can't wait to pick this one up. Then we have Never Ever After by Sulin Tan. This is the first book in a new series, and it says, not all fairy tales end happily ever after in this Cinderella-inspired fantasy. So I'm excited for this. I love retellings or stories that are inspired on fairy tales, so I'm looking forward to checking this one out. I really like the cover for this one as well. Then we have Burning Daylight by Emily McIntyre, which is the first book in her new series called Defying the Stars. I cannot wait for this one. I love Emily McIntyre's books. I've recently finished reading the Never After series, had a great time reading it, and I am looking forward to diving into this new series. And this says it is going to be the first in a series of interconnected standalones. And I don't know the plot for this one, but it looks like it might be... By the characters' names, we have a Roman and a Juliet. I wonder if it's going to be a Romeo and Juliet inspired story, which, looking at the blurb, that's what it looks like. So really excited for that. The cover, if I haven't said already, is gorgeous. Can't wait for this one to be in my hands. Then we have The Honeycrisp Orchard by Valerie Bowman. This is book 1 in a new series. And the cover for this, it's just autumn in a cover, isn't it? I cannot wait to pick this one up. It says that it's perfect for the fans of the Love Like Farm series and the Pumpkin Spice Cafe. It's a cozy and sexy romance, follows a young event planner who returns to her family's inn on an apple orchard to help run their harvest festival, only to find herself butting heads with the handsome son of the apple orchard's owners. So... sounds perfect. It sounds like it could be a Hallmark movie. I love those type of books. Cannot wait to pick that one up. Then we have Ladies in Hating by Alexandra Vasti, and this is book 3 in the Beaver's Library book 3. I haven't read from this author before, but I'm interested to check this one out. It is a sapphic historical romance, so you know I have to check that out. It says a pair of gothic novelists trade rivalry for love in this swoony, steamy, sapphic Regency romance. So can't wait to check this one out. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I also really like the cover as well. Then we have Taurus Season by Bryn Weaver, which is book 1 in the Seasons of Carnage trilogy. So this is a new trilogy by Bryn Weaver. I read the Butcher and Blackbird trilogy, which I didn't necessarily love. I only gave it, I think I gave all of the books 3 stars. So I am interested to check this one out to see if it was just that series I didn't like, or if it was Bryn Weaver's writing that I didn't love. And obviously, depending on my feelings for this one, it will depend whether I pick up any more of her books, but this sounds like it's going to be perfect for spooky season. It says, welcome to Cape Carnage, visit once, stay forever. Cape Carnage is a seaside town of colourful houses, quirky shops, and an unusually high body count. But with Taurus comes trouble, and Harper Starling won't let anyone ruin her picture-perfect home. So, interested to see what we make of this one. It seems like it's going to have similar themes to the Butcher and Blackbird series, so I'm not sure. It says it's a darkly funny, slow burn, enemies to lovers romance. Sounds perfect. I think the library's going to get a copy of this, so I'll check it out from the library. Then we have Game On by Keith Stevens. This is a sports romance. I think it might be, yeah, it's a cheerleader by the looks of it. And he is a football player, like American football. So interested to check this one out. It's not got the best reviews, if I'm being honest. It looks like it's got a 3.58, which is pretty low considering it's not actually released yet. But I was intrigued by the cover. I actually saw this in Sainsbury's. They had the book out early, and so I decided to add it to my TBR, so I'm looking forward to picking that one up at some point. Then we have Fearful by Lauren Roberts. This is part of the Powerless world. I haven't read Fearless yet, so I won't be reading this one straight away because I believe, looking at it, this one's marked as 3.5, so you will need to have read Fearless before diving into this one. I don't know too much about it because obviously, as I say, I've not read the last one. I'm not even sure what characters it follows, but it is a short novella. It's a similar sort of length to Powerful, which was one of the previous novellas in this series, but looking forward to seeing what that one's like. Then we have The Lost Story of Eva Fuentes. I believe it's Spanish, so apologies if I've mispronounced that, by Chanel Cleaton. This is a historical fiction, I believe. I've read a few Chanel Cleaton books and I've really enjoyed her writing, and this says it's a mysterious book with a legacy spanning from the beginning of the 20th century to present day, unites three women in this unforgettable novel. So it looks like it's going to be following three women over different time periods, which I really love. So it looks like it's set in present day, 1966 and 1900. So really looking forward to checking that one out. Then we have Holiday Ever After by Hannah Grace. This is Hannah Grace's newest book, and it's going to be a Christmas romance, which I can't wait for it. I don't know if this is going to be part of a series or not, but it's one that I'm looking forward to. I have the Waterstones special edition on pre-order, which is going to be hardback, which is really interesting. I love the pink cover of that one. And I'm not sure of the tropes of this one, but it's, again, as I say, it looks like it's a small town romance, which is absolutely perfect. It looks like maybe that it's got the grumpy sunshine trope possibly, so can't wait to pick that one up. Then we have Crazy Spooky Love by Josie Silver. This is book 1 in the Melody Bittersweet series. Book 2 I think is coming out in October, which I'm really looking forward to as well. And this one says, a plucky medium, her fame-chasing ex, and an infuriatingly handsome skeptic reporter make for a complicated love triangle, and that's before the ghosts get involved. So this sounds like it's perfect for spooky season. I've already got this on hold from the library as well. Then we have Uncharmed by Lucy Jane Wood. This is book 2 in the Rewitched series, and this is a kind of cozy fantasy romance, and I cannot wait to pick this one up. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's just light, fun, cozy read, and it looks like we have a witch who is tasked with mentoring a troubled teenager. It's set in the same world as Rewitched, but it follows new characters by the looks of it, so can't wait to pick that one up. And then we have A Dark and Deadly Journey by Julia Kelly. This is book 3 in the Evelyn Redfern series, which is a historical mystery series set during World War II. And if I recall correctly, Evelyn goes into kind of like code breaking. She does like government work in the first book, and she ends up investigating a murder that happens. I haven't read book 2 yet, so I won't be getting to this one anytime soon, but it is on my radar to check out. Then we have It Happened on a Sunday by Tracy Wolfe. This one I put down purely because of the cover. It's a rock star romance or pop star romance. It says pop star and the professional football player. That's all I know about that one. There's not a lot of information about this one yet, but I like the look of the cover of this one, so I wanted to mention it. Then we have a whole collection that's coming out, so I will mention these all together, and it is the Scared Sexy collection. So in previous years on Amazon there have been these Kindle original stories which authors have contributed to. There was one I think last Christmas, there was one at Valentine's Day, there's been like mystery ones, and it's usually 5 or 6 authors contributing to this collection. There's usually a theme that they write to, and each write a short story within that kind of follows that theme. All of these are going to be available on Kindle Unlimited, and based on the previous collections, they usually are available with the read and listen function. I don't know 100% that that's going to be the case for this collection, but I'm guessing based on the previous collections they've done. And there are some big names in this collection, so I'm looking forward to it. So we have Hot for Slayer by Ali Hazelwood, Falling by Kristen Lauren, Spicy Little Curses by J.T. Geisner, Space Vampire by Ruby Dixon, Beautiful Nightmare by Katie Robert, and My Boyfriends Are All Monsters by Kimberly Lemming. This collection sounds like it's going to be perfect for spooky season. It comes out right at the end of September, so perfect to kind of ease you into Halloween reads. I will definitely be checking out all of these ones, and I cannot wait. Then we have Burn Bright by Krista and Becca Ritchie. This is the first book in the Cobalt Empire series, and this is their new series. It looks like it's going to be a sports romance, and yeah, I can't wait to pick this one up. I'm not sure if this one is linked to their other series. It might be. I'm not up to date with all of their books because they have a ton of them, but I am interested to check out this new series. Then we have Crazy in Love by Laura Pavlov, which is book 4 in the Rosewood River series. This is the current small town romance series that she is writing, and I love her writing. I'm not up to date on this series either, but I am interested to check it out. And this says it's a small town billionaire enemies to lovers grumpy sunshine romance. So love those tropes. Can't wait to check that one out. Then we have The Earl That Got Away by Diana Quincy. This is book 2 in the Sirens in Silk series. And this is obviously going to be historical romance. I really love historical romances. I've read from Diana Quincy before, although I haven't read the first book in this series. And this one says it's a Victorian historical romance, a persuasion retelling. An Arab-American young woman is reunited with the lost love of her youth and forced to reckon with their past and undying tension. So excited to check that out. I really like Persuasion, so I'm interested to see what Diana Quincy does with this one. Then we have Last Chance Seduction by Carrie-Anne Rowan, which is book 9 in the Montgomery Inc. series. Again, I'm not up to date on this series, but I am interested to kind of catch up on this series, and I obviously, once I am caught up, I will be checking this one out. And this one says it's fake dating, forced proximity, and it's a holiday romance, so what can go wrong with that? I like those tropes. I'm looking forward to checking that out once I'm up to date on this series, which I've got a lot of books to read before I get to this one. Then we have Griffons and Gains by Ashley Bennett, which is book 4 in the Leviathan Fitness series. This is a monster romance series, which again, I'm not up to date with, but I had a good time with book 1, and I definitely do want to continue on with this series. I love the cover for this, and it was just a fun time when I read the first one, so can't wait to see that one. Then we have A Whisper in the Shadows by Darcy Burke, which is book 4 in the Raven and Wren series. This is a historical mystery series, I'm pretty sure, and follows 2 private investigators. And I haven't read any of the books in this series, but I do have the first one on my Kindle to check out. But Darcy Burke is one of my favourite historical romance authors, so I wanted to mention this one. The cover looks really pretty, and I am definitely intrigued to check out this series at some point. Then we have The Scots Seduction by Megan Frampton. This is book 2, in the Heirs and Spares series. This is obviously, again, historical romance. And it's obviously a Scottish romance, which I love. So can't wait to check that one out. Megan Frampton, I do enjoy her books. Then we have The Nanny's Handbook to Magic and Managing Difficult Dukes by Amy Rose Bennett. That is a very long title to say, but it says that it's Mary Poppins meets Bridgerton in a feel-good blend of cozy fantasy magic, historical romance, humour and Victorian era charm. Sounds really fun. I've read from this author before, and I am intrigued to check this one out. Then we have A Match Made in Coven by Camilla Isley. This one is the second book in her paranormal romance series, and I'm not sure what the tropes are for this one, but it says it's a romantic comedy filled with magic, mystery, and a love story that breaks all the rules. Get ready for a spellbinding ride that will leave you laughing, swooning, and listening faster than a witch on a broomstick. So I can't wait to check this one out. I love the cover, and it's giving all the spooky season vibes. Then we have The Most Unusual Haunting of Edgar Lovejoy by Roan Parrish. This one is set in a haunted house by the looks of it, and it might be a ghost romance. Yeah, it says a cozy, ghostly LGBTQIA plus romance, and that's all I needed to know. And I love the cover for this one as well. It's really, I really like the colours on it, so looking forward to picking up that one. Then we have You Rock My World by Camilla Isley. This one is a rockstar romance, I think. Again, I'm looking forward to picking up this one, and hopefully I will enjoy it. Then we have What Fury Brings by Trisha Levenseller, which is book 1 in the Wrath and Fury series. This one is another adult debut, so this author's previously written young adult. I've not read from her before, but I am interested to check this one out. It says it's a sexy, empowering romantasy featuring a warrior general who must kidnap and train her husband in order to take her rightful place as queen. Sounds great. Can't wait to pick that one up. Then we have Soul Searching by Lila Sage, which is book 1 in her new series called Sweetwater Peak. This is a small town romance series, and I love the cover for this series, this first book. It's really giving the autumnal vibes. I cannot wait to pick this one up. I haven't read from this author before, but I do have her other books on my TBR. Next we have a book which is going to be very popular, and I'm sure is on a lot of people's radar, is Alchemized by Sen Lin Yu. This one obviously is a traditionally published version of Manacled, which was a fan fiction. I know there's obviously people have varying different feelings about fan fiction being traditionally published. I'm interested to check this one out. I've heard a lot of good things about Manacled, even though I don't necessarily love the fandom that it's from. I wasn't a fan of the original works, but I'm interested to see how this comes to be, because I know that they have worked and reworked it all. So interested to check this one out. Then we have Fake Skating by Lynn Painter. This is a fake dating sports romance, which I'm excited for, and cannot wait to check that one out. Then we have Bad for Business by Kat Singleton, which is book 2 in the Pembroke Hill series. I've not read book 1 yet, but I am definitely looking forward to checking out this series, and this is a billionaire romance series set in a exclusive country club in the Hamptons, so I'm looking forward to that, and the covers for this series are really pretty. Then we have The Heartbreak Hotel by Ellen O'Clover, which is, this is a debut author, and it says, a bed and breakfast for the brokenhearted might hold the key to another chance at love for these two characters. So looking forward to checking this one out. It sounds like it's going to be quite a cute read. Then we have The Austen Affair by Madeline Bell. This one is about these two feuding co-stars who are filming a Jane Austen adaptation. They accidentally travel back in time to the Regency era. So this one sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun, and I cannot wait to check this one out. Then we have Hot Desk by Laura Dickerman. This one, it's like an office romance, I'm pretty sure. It says, in the post-pandemic publishing industry, two rival editors are forced to share a hot desk on different days of the week. And it's obviously a enemies to lovers situation by the looks of it, office romance. So interested to see what that is like. I will say I do not like the UK cover for this. I'm going to be doing another UK versus US covers video. So I'm going to be doing that for some of these September releases, because some of them, there is such strong contrast with the covers again. And as I say, I do not like the UK one for this. Then we have You Make It Feel Like Christmas by Sophie Sullivan. Yes, we are starting to see Christmas romances sneak in, and I can honestly say I'm excited. I love Christmas romances, and I'm looking forward to seeing what this one's like. I like checking out new authors. I think this might be a sports romance. Yeah, it says all bets are off when a single-minded photographer and a professional hockey player are forced to spend a week together on his sister's Christmas tree farm. So looking forward to seeing what that one's like. Then we have Thorn Season by Kira Azar. This one I picked up because of the cover. It has a really pretty cover. This is also a debut author. It is young adult, but I'm interested to kind of see what it's like. It says, with the irresistibly compulsive quality of Fourth Wing and the rich world building of A Court and Thorns of Roses, Thorn Season is sharp, funny, sexy, and dangerous, and packed full of irresistible twists. So I'm interested to check it out. As I say, cover's really pretty. We'll see. Then we have Hopelessly T-Voted by Audrey Goldberg Ruff. This one, I love the title. It's obviously a little play on the Hopelessly Devoted, and the colours on this cover are really pretty. I think this cover is gorgeous, and this one says it is, after the deaths of his parents, a witch returns to his spooky family manor and joins forces with his former crush when his parents' spirits warn them of a sinister threat in this witty and lyrically unique rom-com in the vein of The Crescent Moon Tea Room, which I've not read, and The Ex-Hex, which obviously was very popular a few years ago. So looking forward to checking that one out. I hope I love it. Then we have Chasing the Wild by Elliot Rose, which is book 1 in the Crimson Ridge series. Now, this is not technically a new release. It is a re-release. So this book was originally independently published and is now being traditionally published with Penguin and comes out this month. I have heard good things about this one, so I do want to check it out. Then I have Love Walked In by Sarah Chamberlain, which says, a sunshine American bookstore whisperer clashes with the grumpy British owner of the shop she's trying to save in this winning opposites attract romance for book lovers. Can't wait to read it. Anything with bookshops in, sign me up. Then I've only got a couple left. We've got It's Different This Time by Joss Richard. Again, this screams autumn to me. I love the cover for this one. And it is a second chance romance where it says a twist of fate forces two former roommates to move back into their beloved New York City brownstone and face the events that led to their estrangement and confront their unresolved feelings for each other. I love the second chance trope, so looking forward to checking this one out. And then the last one that I have on this list is The Good Girl Effect by Sarah Kate. This is the first book in the Salacious Legacy series, which is a second generation series from the Salacious Player series, which I'm not up to date on that series. I've only read book one, but I am interested to check out this book, and it's a single dad romance. What can go wrong with that? It says, a grieving single father buries himself in his work running a brand new kink club in Paris. Instead of handling his grief, he's built a fortress around his heart, and it's time he hired someone to help him take care of his daughter before things get worse. So it sounds like it's a nanny single dad romance, which is honestly one of my favourite things to read. I don't know if you need to have read all the books in the Salacious Players series to read that one. I hope not, because I like the sound of the tropes for that one and I would love to check it out, but obviously I've got a lot of books to catch up on first. So they are all of the books that I'm interested in that are coming out this month. As I say, I won't be reading all of them in September, probably not even before the end of the year, because there's a lot on there. But let me know what you are excited for this month, and I will see you guys in my next video.